So Artistly 6 has given us some things to play with. And today I want to play with, um, let's see if we can find where it's at. Um, they have a new feature. Oh goodness. Sketch to 3D render. And so I wanted to play around with this and just see what we can do. And literally, I have never opened this up. So I'm going to choose from my library and I'm just going to see what I can come up with. Let's go down here and pick something out. Let's go to the frogs. Okay. I just want to see how this thing can work. So let's just grab some. Let's just try this one and see what it does. Okay, so convert this sketch to a realistic, stylish, and precise creation. Okay, I'm going to play with this just to see what I can do. So we're going to do it sketch. Image to realistic, stylish, and precise creations. Okay, I'm just going to play with it to see what it gives us with a color image. I want to know how this particular feature works. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That gives us an entirely different thing. Now, this is another one of those things that you can only do one at a time, and it doesn't let you do anything else with it. So we're going to go back up here, and now I'm going to explore, okay? I'm going to see and push this to the limit to see, and it may not do, it may not do anything that um, I think it will, but we're going to try it anyway. So let's go back over here. And let's take a look again and see if we can affect the way that it renders. Let's try this one. And let's just say, instead of realistic, to a pencil sketch. And we're going to change it up to image to a pencil sketch and see what we can do. Because I don't know what this tool does. So you are in my lab and me investigating how we can use this. I've seen some images some people have done. It's designed mostly to take like and sketch out a room or something, be a help for. Um, look at that. That's really cool. Okay, so we know now that this tool can be used in reverse. You can take a color image and you can turn it into a sketch, which I think this is really cute. So let's now use our playbooks. I'm going to go in and I'm going to open it up and we're going to go to volume 2. Okay, and now we're going to try to use some styling from the playbook. So, okay, so where would you need that? Okay, if you're doing a lot of clip art, this is probably not a feature you're going to want to use. But let's just say we want to play around with doing some note cards, perhaps, and we want them to be really like a sketch or a doodle or something like that because we have this really cool little phrase we want to put with this greeting card or even an invitation or something. So let's just play with what we can do when we're really just trying to do a single image and we're trying to get it to do right. Now, first off, you would need to create the image in one of the other generators. And when you've got an image like this one that I was using, you can then take it, and this is just another way to stylize it, I believe. So I'm going to go back and try to get there again. Let's see. And we're going to scroll down here. And we're going to get that same image. Okay. So we're going to take and we're going to do this doodle art. And we're going to say, convert this image into a, and use our whole thing. So, for everyone that enjoys using the human stylizer, I think this is going to just be a different way to use like that process. It seems like it did pretty good with converting to a sketch from a color image. It also did that sort of claymation look. These stylizers do take a little bit more time to render, but we want to see what we can do. Isn't that cute? So now we have a doodle art. That is precious. That would be so super cute. And basically, I created that image using my playbook originally with my prompting. So that's still my, whole artistic-y thing, but this is just a way to apply these different things to it. So I'm going to open up Canva. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to kind of show you what I'm talking about. Going to go and pick out 5x7 and show you how quickly I can kind of just put something together. Okay, I'm going to download this one because I really think this is cute and show you just what I'm talking about. We're going to upload it. Okay. And then I would do it like this. I would maybe make him a little bit bigger. And then I would pop in and say, thank you for hopping by. And then on the inside of the card, you could put something like, let's go to moon. Stone. And let's enlarge it. And this is just on the fly, so I would probably do something different. But there you could create a cute little card. So there's a lot of places that something like this would work. But see, rather than, that made, okay, so clip art, I could use that image for a clip art pack. And now I can use it not only in the clip art that could have been used the same way, but I can vary the artistic elements that I am using inside with that image. So it takes my images farther because I can now convert those images that I've already created into things that would work for different art. This would even be cute to use on a little child's, like a t-shirt. You could, put a cute little saying there. Whatever you wanted to do. So let's pop back in and let's see what how else we can use um, that image, like how else we can do it. And can you do that in Human Stylizer? You probably could. In fact, why don't we take and compare the results? That would be a cool thing to do. Human Stylizer. We can choose um, that same image, and we can actually see the same thing. So we'll compare the two. It's just something that you may not have thought to do because I use all these features in ways that they were not necessarily intended. But we can also change the aspect ratio. So see, we could do this, and then we could paste the doodle art in there. And we want to put convert image to. But inside the stylizer, it's going to let us change the aspect ratio. I'll have to go back and look and see if I can change it on that because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so this is the difference. It did not add the color when we did it in the stylizer. So, and to me, the stylizer actually didn't do as good a job. This is a very cute piece of art. This is cute too, but this one by far, I think, is better. So it did give us different results, even with the sketch to this one, I think was a little more refined perhaps than the Human Stylizer. So that's given us a whole different way to look at these things. Okay, so I'm going to go back in and I'm going to pay attention this time to what the option is. So let's go back in and I'm going to grab it again. So go back and grab our image. Okay. If we're comparing the same image. Yes, you can do the aspect ratio as well. So I'm going to choose that again, and then I'm going to, instead of adding that, we're going to go back in, and we're going to add a different, let's do the children's book illustration. No, let's see. Let's do the comic book pop art and see what that does. Okay. Oops. I have to erase this. Convert this image into. And the cool thing is you can go from a sketch. So like if you can just sketch a little rough something, and I think that's really cool. I can't sketch. I think I've told everyone I'm just not, that was not a gift I was given. I have an eye and I can work with digital images really well. Oh, how cute. That is really cute. That would be really cute to do like a birthday invitation with. So different. This is so cute though. So, yes, that's very cute. All right. Okay. So, let's pop back in and experiment again. Let's see. I'm going to go to sketch to 3D render. And I know that the developers probably really love that I don't use their features exactly the way that they imagine them being used. But hey, I think that just makes their product worth that much more. to you, the more versatile it is and the more things that you can do with it. I'm going to, okay, so we're going to erase that. And then we're going to go back into the playbook and let's see what else. I'm trying to think of some other different, let's do the retro cartoon style. No, that's rubber nose figures. Um, okay, I'm going to go wild side just a minute. So let's grab this. Let's go to, I don't even know that it'll work, but I'm going to see if it would. So hold on, we're going to see. Convert this image into of the frog. And we're just going to see if it converts it into a realistic image. Just see how powerful it is. And it may not be. I mean, we're already using this feature for something it wasn't necessarily designed to do. But I've been pretty happy with the results. I love this one. I really like this one. I even like the sketch one. Okay, so that actually, its idea of realistic is more like this glossy. So it did not perform. I mean, that's still a really cute image, but it's not exactly, it didn't turn it into a photograph. So we can go back in and we can actually tell it to, let's see, sketch to render, choose. Let's do this. Let's go, instead of doing that, let's go into here and take this one and say, convert this image into a photorealistic image. We'll just do real simple just to see if it can. See how powerful it is. And then it'll just be up to your imagination what you can use, what you would use these images for. Well, to me, it still doesn't look like a real picture. So it doesn't look like a real frog. It's still very. Okay, so we know that's its limitations, but we can take from real looking to turn it into these other things. Now I'm going to take and push it again and see how it will handle this. Okay. Okay. So we're going to say add the text Happy Frog Day to the image above the frog. Now, I'm not sure it'll do text. I'm not sure it'll do anything. But we don't know unless we try it, right? I'm trying to show you different ways that you can utilize the different features so that you have a larger toolbox and you are able to push Artistly 6 to its limits. Look at that, guys. Can you believe it? It spelled it correctly and everything. Now let's go back and see if we can tell it the type of font to put in it. How cool is that, though? So now we know that we can actually add. So let's play and dig really deep. Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm just going to use this image again because it's easier than scrolling down. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so add to the top of this image, happy birthday, in a pretty script font with a shadow for emphasis. Okay. Look at that. And I can't really tell if it doesn't look like it put much of a shadow, but there may be a little shadow. It pops pretty well, but it's in a font. Look how cute that is. Okay, so now let's see what we can do. Let's put it back in there. And I mean, I don't even know when you would use this, but hey, let's just, okay, we want this frog. We want to change the aspect ratio again, and then we want to, did I go back into the right thing? Where am I at? Sketch to image. Yep. Choose from library. Okay. I think I may have chosen the wrong. Nope. Since I have eliminated that, it's not making me type that in again. Okay. So add happy birthday in a pretty script font in a metallic look above the frog, and below the frog add the text Mason. I'm trying to test to see if it'll do the metallic like we did in the human stylizer. Um, there we go. I don't know what was going on. Look at that, y'all. And it even did it didn't do metallic, which maybe I didn't say gold metallic. It actually did give it there's some shadowing down there that's not real clear. So let's try that again and see what we can get. Because I'm thinking, I'm imagining lots of different applications for being able to do that. Design assistance. Okay. Let me get where I'm supposed to be going here. Okay, we want to grab him. Okay, and let's just do the same thing. Okay, add in a metallic gold script font. Happy birthday above the frog. Then below the frog, add in a metallic gold script font, Mason, and we'll generate the image. One of the neatest features they have added were these the stylizer features, because you can actually work with images you've already created. So that gives us a lot of flexibility to work with single images that we really, really like, that we want to add a little something to, push the limits on it once we get that like perfect image. But we, maybe want to make it doing something different, or, whatever. And we're going to test on that too, because I'm really loving the direction of this particular feature now, and how it can add to what I can offer. Other than it is a little bit slower, and I didn't change the aspect ratio where I should have, but okay. Let's see. This one's taking a little bit longer. That metallic gold. Okay, well, it's going to take a second. Oh, there it is, of course. And it's bunched together because, okay. So it did gold. It did not do as good as like the real true metallic that I was able to get with the stylizer. I think that convert to metallic gold. Um, let's see if we can go in, and I'm going to work with this one and just see what it does if we tell it to convert to metallic gold. Convert the text to a metallic gold shiny. Okay, let's just see what it does. This is experimentation here. I'm just loving how it can add the words, and even folks that are doing converting their sketches probably didn't know that it would do that. Yes, it did it. Okay. So, but it also converted everything else, which is actually kind of cool. It actually added all the metallic to here. And I can't say that's a bad thing, because I kind of like the toadstool and the crown and everything being all metallic. That's actually very cool. So we converted the whole entire image to, and I probably could have said leave the other stuff alone, but actually that looks much better. So now we know that we could also pull in, and we'll do this on Canva. I'll just do, let's play with some of these things. So let's find something really cool like this. Let's party, and let's just do this the way it is, because it's not gonna matter what color it is. Current page, download. So let's see what else you can do with it. Let's just say you want to do a whole pack of these. Let's go stylizer and browse. I'm going to grab it. Let's party. We're going to match the aspect ratio. And then we're going to convert this image into, like, convert the text into a metallic gold shiny. Because if you can do this and you can just convert the text, then that would allow you to do whole packs in this metallic gold textured look. And I know that you could do it in the stylizer also. But I really like how that looks. I think that is the coolest thing, that it turned the whole image into like the gold. And that would really be cute for a birthday. I mean, take it into your um, upload it. And that would be a cute birthday card. Especially if you were going to do it like a digital birthday greeting or something like that. That would be really cool. So, I'll take that off. We'd have to convert it down to get it. But that's cute, even without the bottom of the toadstool. How cute is that? That's a really cute card. You could do a whole collection of those, like with different animals. I may do that. Look at this. Let's party. I love it. That is awesome. Can download, take it over here into Canva, upload it, and then we could take it, remove the background. We could place it on, you could do against a black background, or it could be a different background. It could be hot pink, or, I mean, you can use it anywhere. Red, pink, black is the prettiest. That would be really cool. Like I said, you could actually develop a whole bunch of different things that would be like for um, digital greetings or whatever, and use it, because digitally the black doesn't cost you a lot. If you try to reproduce it, in print form, it's not going to be as pretty probably. But anyway, it's a really cute renderings. So remember that this feature is called Sketch to 3D Render. I've had a great time showing it to you today and discovering it for myself as well. And so it is under the AI Design Assistance in Artistly 6. And I think you can now go forth, use your imagination, and create all sorts of really cool things, even if it's not things that it was designed to do. So um, I've had a really good time with this, and I see lots and lots of testing coming in my future to see what else I can, how I can push it to its limits. So again, Artistly 6 has delivered another really cool feature. And like I mentioned before, we've got the AI stylizer, we've got the human stylizer, and sketch to 3D render, photo editor, all of these things around this design assistance. A lot of these are just very versatile in what we create.